It is now that special time of the evening where we get to hear some words from some very important people. Please fill your glasses for the toast as I introduce our first speaker. The man was there for Erika's birth, for her high school and college graduations, and now, as she takes life's next big step, Mr. Ted Graham has a few words for his daughter and her new husband.
Wow, that's, Bill and Erika, this has been a beautiful day again. I don't know, probably already 10 days ago, you're sitting there sending me 10-day forward outlooks, forecasts, 10 days, oh, Dad, it's gonna rain. It's pretty cool. Here we are, God has been with you. So I don't know if you noticed in the second verse of the count of the Come Thou Fount hymn that you picked, and I thought it was kind of cool, but I kind of read through it and I was like, wow, what did she pick it for? But second verse it says, raise your Ebenezer to the Lord. I would say mark this day as your Ebenezer. If you want to look it up in the Bible, the Ebenezer is Samuel. The Israelites had an awesome battle in front of them. There was the Philistines, and there was no way they had a chance even to win that battle. But they turned it over to the Lord, and they won. And it was with the grace of God and our great God that, well, you have this day to day. And I say this is your Ebenezer, your marriage. I toast to many years ahead to Will and Erika.
Thank you, Ted, for those great words. Next, the groom's high school friend, swimming teammate, and eventually his, quote, brother from another mother. He's your best man for the evening, Mr. Ted Driscoll.
Hello, I'm also a Ted. I've known Will for a very, very long time, and I wanted to start my speech out with a horrifically embarrassing story. But after seeing such a lovely ceremony, I've decided to forego that embarrassing story and simply say that I've never seen Will as happy as when he is with Erika. And I think that they have discovered something truly special. They have found a balance of personalities that combined and complement each other and become something more, a marriage. And this can be difficult, it tests your patience, it tests your resolve, it tests your ability to forgive, but it's worth it. And I see in y'all something that I aspire to and that I am proud of. So I want to thank y'all for including all of us in your marriage and to let you know that we're always going to be here for you and that we all love you. So I hope that all of you will raise your glasses with me and toast to y'all. Cheers to many happy, happy years.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ted, for those special words. Our next speaker is the bride's older sister, a faithful Christian, a wonderful mother, and a fantastic sister. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening's matron of honor, Lindsay Montana.
Wow. Thank you. I am her older sister. I didn't really prepare anything, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm 10 years older than her, actually, and when we were told by our parents that they were expecting another child, my brother and I were not too thrilled. But when I won, because she was a girl, I was very pleased. But since there was a big age gap, we really didn't have a close sisterly bond for a long time. But over the past 5 years, I would say that our bond has really grown. Sorry, pregnant. Baby hormones are going on right now. So it's been really a joy for me to to watch both of you grow in your faith, to watch you grow in your relationships, and as you're seeking mentorship and as you're seeking the Lord, it's been just a pleasure as an older sister to see that, and to have you guys also, just the love that you have for our 3 kids is really enjoyable to watch too. So I look forward to the day when I get the phone call saying that you're expecting, because I'm not an aunt yet, so I'm excited for that day. But it's just been a joy to watch that, and I've always been a protective older sister of both of my siblings. And at first when, Erika, we found out she was dating this guy from Texas, I was not for sure about you. But you grew on me, Will, you grew on me, and just the love you have for her is very evident. I can see that when we're together. And you guys have been dating a while, but you've been part of the family for a long time. Even though you're officially joined the family, you've been a part of it for a long time, and really excited to get to know you more as a married couple. And I encourage you to keep everyone in here a part of your lives, as marriage can be really hard, but it's also a lot of fun too. And so just keep strong people in your life to help build you up and encourage you, and don't go to bed angry with each other. That's the big advice. It's hard sometimes, but at least just say I'm sorry before you go to bed. So raise your glasses, toast to Will and Erika. May the Lord just continue to bless your relationship.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lindsay, so much for those special words. Our final speaker this evening met the bride at a college party. As their friendship grew and matured, these ladies have supported each other and held each other accountable to the Lord. Through career changes and wedding plans, this friendship has been a blessing to them both.
Okay, so the truth comes
Erika's
out.
maid of honor, Olivia Mann.
All right, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying this special night, celebrating this special day of these 2 little lovebirds here. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Olivia. I'm Erika's best friend, and I'm also her maid of honor. I'd just like to start this speech tonight by toasting to the wonderful parents of both Erika and Will, Mr. and Mrs. Graham and Mrs. Flickinger, for not only raising 2 of the most amazing human beings I've ever met, but for doing everything you did behind the scenes to prepare for this amazing day today. It turned out beautiful, and it couldn't be more perfect. I mean, look at this place. So cheers to you. So I thought that the most nerve-wracking part of my speech as maid of honor was going to be writing this speech in the last 30 minutes. However, organizing this bridal party to walk in for the Grand March was a little bit more complicated. So thanks for the patience. I met Erika around 7 years ago at Bethel University. We instantly became best friends, and we're not like any ordinary best friends. Not only are we oddly very similar, but we can read each other's minds, finish each other's sentences, and also there's this really weird thing that I can do where I can actually predict Erika's future. Let me explain. So in between summer of our junior and senior year of college, Erika received a very prestigious internship at Cargill. The only twist in the plot was that the internship location was in Plainview, Texas. So being from Minnesota, none of us really knew anything about Texas in the first place. But Plainview, Texas, I guess the name explains it. The views are pretty plain. We all had a little apprehension about Erika moving down to Texas for the summer, but we encouraged her to go. I remember one day in particular, as I was helping her pack, she got a little cold feet and she was like, "Olive, I just really don't want to go. Why don't I just find an internship up here?" And I said, this was totally out of left field. I said, "Erika, you're going because you're going to meet your husband down there." True story. And I don't know if that alone convinced her to go, but she went. And fast forward a few weeks later, I get a phone call. She goes, "Olive, guess what? I met someone. Well, I already knew this, so I said, okay, Erika, tell me about him. Well, he's tall, dark and handsome, and he's in school to be an engineer. And I was like, okay, well, if you're serious about him, then I need to meet him. So at the end of the summer, she brought him up to Minnesota. Little did Will know that it was going to be his first of many trips to Minnesota. And I immediately, let me see here. But right when I met you, Will, it was obvious that there was something special between the two of you. As soon as I saw why my best friend was so head over heels for you. You are so kind, patient, loving, and you honestly care about everybody you meet. Will can walk into a room of complete strangers, and he can come out with a really close friend. I mean, look at this room tonight. There's people from all over the United States, and it's a testament to who you truly are as a person. For the past 6 years, Erika and Will have continued to show us the true meaning of love. If you have spent any time with Will and Erika, then you know how obviously perfect they are for each other. You take one look at them when they're together, and the idea of meant to be is depicted in its truest form. But it's the deeper side of their relationship which reminds us all of what it truly means to be in love. No relationship is perfect. Like every couple in this room, Erika and Will have dealt with ups and downs, different viewpoints, different stances, but they have pushed through every single one. Not by sweeping them under the rug, but by facing them full on, together as a couple. Working through their challenges while maintaining the respect and love they have for each other. They have been there for each other in countless times of need and supported each other through both the difficult and the wonderful times in each other's lives. And that is the true definition of a love and a marriage that will last in eternity. Erika and Will, you really are an inspiration to all of us. Both individually as two people striving to be a light in the lives of others, and together as a couple radiating love. I am honored not only to be a significant part of your special day, but also a significant person in your lives. And I am beyond excited to watch the next chapter of your lives unfold together as husband and wife. I love you both so much, and I wish you a lifetime of laughter in those joyous moments, loving support in those trialing times, and excitement for all the adventures that lie ahead. And may you live happily ever after in Minnesota. Cheers.
Beautiful. Thank you, Olivia, for those special words. And now we're going to have the bride and groom. They are going to say some final words here as well, too.
All right, so as you know, I'm a civil engineer, so I'm not that great at public speaking, but here we go. I know that some of y'all probably heard that joke, but yeah, it gets me kind of through. I just want to thank everybody here for coming out tonight. I know that you came like all everywhere across this nation, Texas to California to Indiana, Illinois, yes, Florida, Minnesota, of course, the state that we're in. But yeah, and Indiana, and I'm sorry if I forgot your state, but yes, that one as well. We really appreciate for everybody coming out, and I hope that y'all have a good time. You know, now that we've concluded the meal and everything, let's kind of dance a little bit, so. Yeah, let's have a good time and have a good night.
Thank you.
Beautiful.